Okay, there we go. I wanted to give a shot of these palm trees, but then there was a little bit of a fire over here, so they're gonna have to put it out. That's kind of crazy. But for my guys that are in the south here, you did good staying south. People that stuck up north in the bad weather, you know, they putting something out over here. But it looks like about like Rodeo Drive, this setup, you know. So everybody's stuck up north right now. Y'all see these palm trees, right? You could be seeing this too. It's all in what you get set up for, but I hope it gives you a little bit of a better view than what you have right now if you're stuck up in the snowbound north. I know they've been having problems, especially in Canada, with all of the bad weather they got up there, and they lost a lot of power up there. People are having a hard time with generators. People are stealing gas from each other and stuff on the generators in Canada because of the bad weather. But this will give you a little bit of solace. So everybody have a cigar and chill out and check out palm trees. You know what I'm saying? In case you're snowbound or stuck in it. I got a better view from where I can sit in my ride for a second. I'm gonna transfer you to that so you can stick with me, but I'm gonna have to come off this for 1 second. Reconnecting. Is it gonna reconnect here? Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is the view that I got up to, and I'm just coming across here because I'm sure there's a lot of people that want to see this. I've had some pretty good comments on my picture with my ride with palm trees on each side where I was going to get some cigars, you know. Miami's got the best cigars, but now these aren't coconut palms. These are a different kind of palm, but they like my palm trees. I still got to set this up, so hold tight. Oh, it's going to be messed up like that, ain't it? Oh, it fixed itself. Hey, when something's upside down, there we go. Yeah, so there we go. All right. I had to walk through the other palm trees to get to these palm trees. And okay. I guess I don't know how to zoom either. Wait, yeah, hey there, check that out. Let's see if I can zoom a bit. Just a little bit. Just to still give you the view. Oh, that's difficult to do, and then stop. Stopping is the hard part on zooming. Let's try one more time without making everybody. There we go. There, see, that's perfect right there. Didn't even have to move. Okay. So yeah, so there's some stuff going on in Canada. We've had a hard winter, people. It's been a hard one. I mean, okay, all right. I am not currently experiencing a hard winter. This is true. Okay, but we've had a hard winter, and I was up in it, and then I went south, because that's what people do, you know, that have control over their freight and what they're doing. Not just, you know, if you're running for a company, you're kind of stuck going where they tell you to go, to a point. But you can tell them, hey, the weather's shot up there, I can't make money going 35 miles an hour. I gotta do 60, so, you know, you can refuse some loads, but it's always at the possibility of getting your head chopped off, getting your company to fire you or something. Yeah, okay. What's up, Eric? This is Eric's year. Eric, this is your year, brother. It's still your year. I hope you like the palm trees. I am in no way trying to brag. I'm just giving you something up north that you may not see, that you may not, man, I wish I had that view, and then you got the view. So there's your view, you know what I'm saying? I'm helping out. And I was up north, and then I went south like birds do, you know. They call the people from up north that move down here just for the winter and then go back up in the summer into up north, they call them snowbirds. Well, birds are smart enough to move south. I'm no dumber than a bird. So, stay south, my friends. Like the guy on the Dos Equis commercials. Stay thirsty, my friends. Stay south, my friends. Look, I don't always see palm trees, but when I do. So, anyways, I figured I'd give you a view because in the other part of it, they got, you know, I had to stop it. I was walking down that little Rodeo Drive looking thing that they got. Yeah, so Canada's having a rough time right now. They've got power outages. People are really, really cold, and they were fighting for generators, or, you know, gasoline's being stolen, and they're all running generators and having a hard time. And it looks good there. It is, brother, it is. And I just refitted, so I've got ice in the cooler. I've got a bee that wants to get in my truck, so I'm gonna roll that window up. I am, I've already had most of my cigar. I am just kind of getting things going. See, I'm already halfway through this thing, and I don't even know if I could get the wrapper. Where's the camera at? This is a Perdomo. If you know Perdomos, you'll know that wrapper. So see, I'm about ready to tear the wrapper off and get into my next third. I'm at the last third of this cigar. So, yeah, so I mean, I do better. I do better on fuel mileage. I do better on the fuel itself is cheaper. Staying out of the mountains is better anyways. I can average 65, you know, 63 to 65 miles an hour and get more miles and make more money for the week than running up north doing sometimes 35 in snow or this or that, or oh well, you know, they didn't show up because the whole place is frozen over. Most times they show up north though, but they do have some little quirky stuff, and sometimes they shut off the DEF. I got tired of fighting with that. Y'all seen my winter stuff, you know, I got tired of fighting with that. So anyways, I don't recommend hauling to Florida unless you make enough money to get back out again. It's kind of like a rat race after that, a 50-yard dash to get out with your hide there. But I'm cutting and relighting this. Let's see here. Catching, that's what would happen, catching calls. Yeah, so anyways, I am starting my day with a cigar and some palm trees. And like I said, I just wanted to mention that the people in Canada, you guys are troopers anyways. A lot of the French Canadians, those are the people that are down in, basically, the Cajuns in Louisiana, you know, down there in the Creole. You're talking about the French people that left Canada are in Louisiana anyways. So if you know people that are in Louisiana, especially if you speak French, you'll get the people that live up in Canada. Play a Friday song, my friend. A Friday song, let's hear it. He wants to hear a Friday song. Man, I don't even know where to start. I could see what's on, just hit the XM, because I don't have anything tethered to this. I just did a little impromptu live thing. Let's see what's on Sirius real quick. That's an old, let's see, 1 second, 47, I think it's a mix. I could play a little something. Don't jump. It's not that bad. Look, wearing shorts. Did you see the photobomb? Because I didn't. I'm not trying to make people up north feel bad, but they were wearing shorts and riding scooters. Don't jump, people. There's your Friday song. So it's not that bad. You know, take your chains off your tires and roll south. That's a crazy photobomb, right? That tells you I'm not in Chicago. Yeah. Oh boy. So, I just been, I don't know. I've been running freight, I've been buying chicken at Walmart. Has been my latest thing, because you can live off that. Those lemon pepper chickens, you can pretty well live off of them for $4.50, eat it all day. I just been rolling like that. It's not that I'm, you know, that I have to, but it's smart to be thrifty. And lemon pepper chickens are awesome. You can break them up into sandwiches. I buy a loaf of bread that's a French loaf for $1 at Walmart, and then I'll buy a lemon pepper chicken for $4.95, and that'll feed you for all day. And so, and I got some more Brunswick stew and stuff like that, and just been running freight. Yeah. So I hope your day is going good, and I hope that the palm trees maybe lift you up out of any kind of depression you're having, being in any kind of a bad weather or snow or whatever the reason is. This is the view I like when I wake up in the morning. That's what I tell people. Park where when you get up, you see something that makes you happy, and it'll make your whole day, you know? So like I said, call me crazy, it's just something I do. The dollar burritos are good to eat at Walmart. I don't know about the dollar burritos. Hey, I'll tell you something that's good there though. While we talk about food, we can talk about that. They have a potato salad at the Walmart that they put egg in. Okay, boiled egg. They chop it up and put it in the potato salad. And it's not the best potato salad that I've ever had, but it's real good road food. You can add, like I said, I get one of them. It's like $1.49 or $2.49 if you fill it all the way up. Maybe it's like $1.79 if you fill it all the way up. I don't know. But yeah, that's some good potato salad. They got something they're calling Amish something, but I don't think the Amish endorse that, and I don't know if that's right. I'll be honest with you. Anybody uses the Amish name, they're not going to complain because they don't know. But I take that with a grain of salt. I don't believe it, because unless there's some Amish people in there making it, it's probably not. But they make jams and jellies and stuff, sell them up in Ohio and places like that. And as long as it's actually made on an Amish farm. But they don't pasteurize their milk. That scares me just a little. Man. So, start of a day. Spicy chicken in a bucket is good too. I haven't had the spicy chicken in a bucket. I get cans of beef stew and instant rice, and I'll heat up the beef stew and then put the instant rice in the microwave. I add a little hot water to it and drain it because I don't like starch, and then have beef stew and rice, and that's an awesome dish right there. So yeah, I use Dinty Moore beef stew though. Don't get any other kind of beef stew. Get Dinty Moore beef stew. That'll feed you, man. For real, that is good. It's amazingly good. You can add a little bit of soy sauce to it if you wanted to, or something funky. But yeah, there's some people like that said that's struggling right now, that's up north. You know, having it rough trucking because they've had a hard time getting anywhere. Freight's been kind of crazy. I don't know, man. Stay south, my friends, because it's just not worth it. Just not. If you got a dedicated account running a tanker, hauling some kind of chemical, you know, or something like that, I've been there, done that. That's good. If you're doing fracking, you know, you're probably muddling through it. Sand haulers do good. People hauling water do good for a certain extent of the time. And I've run chemicals. And that was good for a little bit. If I went all the way to Montana, that was good. But it's really rough out there. It's tight. Everybody's running on a margin. Everybody. People trying not to idle in the cold. I saw this thing about this guy that he thought he was going to freeze to death, left a load, and then that company fired him or something, and then that guy, I don't know what the whole story was, but if a company has you in a truck that won't idle, they don't care about whether you live or die. They got to have some kind of a backup plan. Because if it's snow and ice, I'm doing good, Eric. I'm doing good. So if a company has you set up to where you can't idle your truck, I mean, even if you break down, you could be sitting there waiting for a wrecker 3, 4, 6 hours. I tried to get an oil change yesterday. They said it was gonna be 6 hours before they could get me in. And then it's another 2 hours. I'm like, I ain't got time for that. I gotta roll, gotta roll. I mean, I still got 5,000 miles for us, dude. I gotta roll. I tried it. Well, I tell you, if you're on one side of a mountain and the mountain's froze over and the shop is on the other side of the mountain, you ain't getting help. You ain't getting help, not till the next morning. So if your truck don't idle, they expect you to stay awake all night so you can hit the gas pedal every 5 minutes or something? These companies need to get with it with the idling time. You need to be able to control that truck because you are the one controlling that truck. I stand on that. I stand on that strong. If your truck will not idle, your company could care less if you live or die if it's below freezing. And if it's too hot, that's rough too. Sitting sweating in a truck talking about, I'm saving money. Nah. We have comforts. We have air conditioning. It's 2018, people. If you can't use your air conditioner, if you're sitting there sweating, what are you training for? Hot weather survival in Afghanistan? You know, you plan to be ready for it when you go straight to hell and it's too hot down there? What are you training for? What are you doing? No, get with a company that will let you idle the truck or have something that gives you air conditioning. Right now I got my windows down and I'm not idling my truck simply because I'm going live. Okay, I don't want y'all to hear this thing rattle, but every couple minutes, and I might start it in a minute, I'll give air, but it's my fuel and I do what I want, but I idle. You know, I shut it down when it's good temperature, but I'm not gonna freeze to death talking about I saved, you know, $15 last night. No. These companies have got you so wrapped up in save a dollar, save this, save that. Save your hide, man. Be comfortable. Don't be 90 years old, or I'm sorry, well, let's go further back than that. Don't be 50 or 60 years old having brain aneurysms and strokes because you were in a hot environment all that time and it baked your brain. Let's be real. We're people. We're not designed. It's hotter in the truck than it is outside of the truck. So I got a folding chair if I ever wanted to go outside, but I don't get to use it much because I work. You want to hear diesel motor? You really want to hear me? What are you talking about? I'll start it up. Whatever. He's crazy. Hold on a second here. I want to hear. He said yes. There you go. So, I mean, if you think about it, I like to idle mine, the horn too. There you go, Eric. It's your year, man. You get what you want. Hope it keeps your valves going and your carburetor rebuilt and all that. So yeah, you know, if you think about it, I like to idle my truck so I don't have to hear. You're welcome, dude. I like to idle my truck so that I don't have to hear anybody around it making racket, especially if I'm trying to get some rest. But I have heard that, believe it or not, there's people that run those reefer units, okay, that I've heard them tell dispatch, and dispatch has told me at different companies I've worked for, that they can't sleep unless they have that loud noise of that reefer unit going. And I've heard them go so far as to run a lawnmower outside of their window at their house when they get home because they can't sleep. Now, it's crazy, but I've heard it from more than 3 people. Like, you're talking 4, maybe 5 people have said, yeah, I do that too. I've got a generator, or I've got this that makes noise, or some of them will leave their TV on. They got to have noise. It's like people from New York that move south because it's the city that never sleeps. People from New York that move south are like, oh my God, it's so quiet here. I can't even sleep. There's no noise, because they're so accustomed to sirens going off and somebody banging on a wall or police and, you know, who knows, shots and whatever else they hear that goes on around their town. I mean, because you can get Chinese food at 3 in the morning delivered, you know, in New York. So they're used to people stomping up and down steps if they live in an apartment complex, all the noises. They move south and they're like, they can't sleep because there's no noise. So I get it that reefer unit guys have had that problem. Me personally, I just like a little bit of an idle because it drowns out the noise around me. It's just like sound, those headphones that are designed to get rid of any sounds outside, sound canceling, noise canceling technology. They put them on helicopters. They do have whisper quiet blades on some helicopters, but that's not what makes them quiet. What makes them quiet is they have sound deadening, sound mimicking, I would say, technology that doubles the exact sound, and it makes it, yeah, white noise, yeah, doubles the, it's called sound canceling technology, noise canceling technology. It doubles that sound. I had an experience once where I delivered to an airport. I was standing behind, I was in my truck behind a jet airplane, and it was all this noise, but those two engines were so in sync and so tuned that when it turned and was facing the same way I was and the back end was at me, there was an eerie silence, and I felt like I couldn't even hear myself talk. It was like you were in an envelope of no noise. That was weird. That was my first experience with noise canceling technology. That it wasn't even that they were trying to, it was just two jet engines that were so in sync that they canceled each other out. So I get what people are having a hard time sleeping. Yeah, the box fan, I got you on that. Yeah, people need noise so they don't, you know, it depends on how close you are in an apartment complex if you're up north, but they need noise. Like I said, it don't bother me either way. Anytime I'm in a place though that's quiet, calm, I don't feel the need to idle it if it's warm. But for reasons of comfort, if you're gonna be hot, run your air. If you're gonna be cold, run your heat. And if your company's got you where you can't idle your truck, question why you're working for them anymore. Seriously. So, I'm gonna get some things going though. I'm gonna get off this live feed here in a minute. I just wanted to check in and show y'all some palm trees, and I'm hoping that your day's going good. Mine's going good. It is Friday. May go live again later tonight. This is just a random little check-in kind of thing, and like I said, showing you something good to look at in case you have a snowbound journey your way. I know some guys that's up in Alaska right now. Kind of crazy. Yeah, you too, Eric. You too, man. I'll tell you, like I said, trucking is feast or famine anyways, you know, and there's companies right now that's cutting rates and cutting this and cutting that, thinking that that's what they need to do, and they're learning a hard lesson. People are leaving them in droves. Look at what's going on around you. Go to the truck stop and get those books if you're a driver, for real. Those books, look, it's easier when you have a truck to go to a truck stop and get those books on jobs and see what everybody's offering and rip those pages out and then just kind of stick them in an envelope as, you know, keeping them on your radar, an idea for later. It's easier to do that now while you have a truck than it is to wait till you have no job and then drive your own car up to the truck stop and, you know, go ahead and do the research now. See who's giving sign-on bonuses, see who's giving the best equipment, see who's giving the most per mile, and see where you're having to drive to get it and what their benefits are. it's a little bit different for an owner operator. But you guys, you see what I'm talking about too. And I like to be able to fix my own equipment. So I can't, it's hard for me to be a company driver. I don't think I'm no good for a company driver no more, because honestly, I can't be sitting there in that line for 4 to 6 to 8 hours before they can even touch my truck when I've got a 14-hour clock tick-tocking away that don't stop just because the company truck broke down. I'll change my own parts. So that's part of why I'm teaching what I'm teaching. You know, I can't roll like that. But look, I'm gonna get off this feed. I hope you enjoyed the view. You see the palm trees? They are pretty. You can check that view out too. Stay south, my friends. I gotta ride. I'm out. Peace.